Hello, everyone. Thanks again for stopping by to the Buddy List. What you are about to listen to is episode 2, starring my best frenemy, Larissa. We'll be discussing our mutually catastrophic dating lives and also doing what we do best, arguing. Enjoy yourself. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, and please excuse the spotty audio in this one. Here is episode 2 of the Buddy List.
Are we on air?
Yeah.
We are?
You'd be a good weather woman. Are we on air? It's going to be hot today.
It's always hot.
It's going to be hot.
Can they see me?
Yeah.
Oh. Hi.
You just punched the microphone.
Can you hear it?
Yeah. What'd you do today? How was Puppy Beach Day? Well, first of all, welcome. You're the second person that's come on this podcast here. It's called The Buddy List.
The Buddy List?
Yeah, so thanks for watching. Yeah, The Buddy List. You know, remember, did you have a Buddy List back then on AIM?
No.
What was your screen name?
I didn't have any friends. I don't think I had a screen
All right,
name.
you might have had a screen name with no friends, but did you have a screen? Did you at least have a screen name?
That's a really good question. What was it? I think I had a name. I didn't have Churro back then, so it wasn't in that. Maybe like Larissa_Pace, my email address.
What for what's Pace?
Well, like
Is that your favorite brand of salsa?
no, like it was a joke.
You got to put your face more in front of that microphone.
It was a joke
Oh
because
my, see how much louder that is? You see that? You hear that,
that's
right?
frightening. It was a joke because in like high school when I did track, I was so slow.
You weren't at pace with anybody.
So like I had my own pace. So
oh,
like
that's good.
when I was with my friends, I'd be like, yo, calm down. Let's do Larissa pace.
I like that.
So that was my
I had an even slower pace.
I don't know, mine was pretty slow.
No, I thought you were in track.
Yeah, at a slow pace. They didn't
You told me you were a state champion.
I didn't. They didn't kick you off the team if you were slow. Otherwise, I wouldn't have even made the team.
They don't kick you off the team?
No.
They should.
There were people on the team that would stop and smoke cigarettes in the trees, and they were still on the team.
Smoke trees or in the trees? Or smoke trees in the trees?
Smoke the cigarettes, and then
Right.
continue running. Probably faster than me, though, so.
Didn't they have like weird signs or like mottos? Like I heard that the track girls was fast girls have good times.
I wasn't a part of that.
That's what I heard, and it was like
But obviously, fast girls have good times. Is that a sexual innuendo?
yeah, like fast girls, like yo, you like fast girl, like a.
I never even would have put that together.
It's a stretch, but the other one was if for the girls lacrosse team, if you can't take the hit, get off the grass.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And then
What does that mean?
take the hit, get off the grass.
It was a weed reference?
How'd you not get that?
I literally thought it meant like the actual grass.
Well, that's the other side of it. It's a double entendre.
But I never would think the other side.
And the other one was, I think, the field of hockey was like chicks with sticks or something like that.
Instead of chicks with dicks? Is that
I
the
guess,
innuendo?
I don't know. It wasn't even a really.
'Cause that's a thing nowadays.
I know it is. That wasn't even a real smart innuendo. But
Does it
are
hear
you
me
drunk already?
laughing?
Yeah, but that's good. That's good. But so tell me what you did Puppy Beach Day today, right?
Yes, let me tell the
I
world.
gotta come at one point today. I would have come, but I'm at my injury.
Oh, you have to show me.
It's nasty. I just took a shower and I almost threw up looking at it.
Does the camera see me?
Yeah.
Like if I make a face of disgust?
Yeah, it should.
Okay.
Oh. And shit, before I forget, clap in front of your face. Just once. One big clap in front of your face. I said one, but that's fine. That's fine. That's how I'm going to sync up the audio.
Am I in the video?
We're in like 5 minutes in. All right. Yeah. Because I messed up last time and I had trouble syncing everything. But this time we're good. Oh, yeah. So Puppy Beach Day. How was that? I have to come with you. That one Friday I couldn't make it. And this Friday we're going to the lake. Or no. Yeah, next Friday.
I might go Saturday.
Oh, my God. Why?
I don't know if I could do 2 nights.
You can do it. Yeah, I told you could bring churro.
Yeah.
And brandy.
And no.
You just don't want to handle both of them either.
Nah. I just wanted to do that on the microphone.
Weird. But
Puppy Beach Day, let me tell the world.
all right. So let's like tell them exactly, because you're pretty consistent in what you do. You're like a creature of habit. So like, what exactly Puppy Beach Day? You're getting up at what time? Having breakfast, leaving at what time?
Does the camera see it?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. This is Churro. This was drawn by actually someone I used to work with. Her name is Larissa Kelly. Shout out to her. In case
Does she do like drawings for?
So this is amateur compared to what she could probably do now. This is like a 10-year-old drawing.
Does she do it for a living?
Yeah, she's a teacher now,
I was gonna say you should promote her.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. Chris Kelly. I don't know her like at
Chris
thing.
Kelly?
No, Carissa. So like
You were
my
like,
name. So like my name, but like with a C. And,
Larissa Kelly.
Yeah, her and her sister do a lot of art stuff. Like they make things to put on like windows, and like
that's cool.
They like drew Churro. So this is Churro, right? And like this is Churro.
Yeah.
It's the same freaking. Can I curse on the show?
Yeah.
It's the same Churro.
The same freaking. Can I curse on this show? Can I say frickin'?
Well, I wanted to say another word, but this is.
Here, throw me that for a minute.
Are you gonna do your to space?
Yeah,
Churro?
I bought this for. What did I buy it for? Christmas or
No,
something?
I bought that. You bought my face.
Oh, I bought the other one. I bought your face, right?
Yeah,
And then you were like, oh my God, I want this for the dog. So I sent you the Groupon link, and you got it, but it looks like, what's that guy's name? Marvin the Martian? It looks like his little thing from, what is it, Looney Tunes? So it
It gets me every time.
that's what it looks like.
I can't catch.
Did you just yell, I can catch, as you were catching?
No, can't. But Churro actually started eating herself. You know what? She ate me, actually. The pillow that she ate was mine.
What that was that New Year's? Where I gave you,
Yeah, Christmas, New Year's.
Yeah,
Well,
but
it was a New Year's party I had.
on Christmas, because I was dead on Christmas. I had COVID. I had Corona on Christmas.
What did I do on Christmas? Oh, I was in North Carolina with my Miami fam.
Yeah. So you remember when
Shout out.
Michelle? So you remember when Baby Love?
Baby love.
So you remember when for some reason, so we had like the 3 pillows there, right? Churro would only hump the shit out of your pillow. Like hump the shit out of your pillow.
It's my face.
It's really weird.
Wait, so I'm explaining
Yes. Puppy Beach Day.
Puppy Beach Day. So Puppy Beach Day is a grand event. I take my dogs. One is Churro. The other is technically my brother's, but
you take care of it more.
Do I look at you or the camera?
Mostly me, but you can look at the camera when it's like a dramatic thing.
Oh, okay.
So if you say something weird, I'll just be like.
Yeah. So I take.
But mostly point your face towards the microphone. You keep going like this. Well, mostly.
Oh no. Okay. It's soft.
It's soft. You know what that's called?
What?
The thing on front. It's called a dead cat.
You don't have a dead cat.
No, I do. It's buried. That was years ago.
I never had a dead cat or a cat.
All right, Puppy Beach Day.
So I bring my dogs to the beach. We wake up like I want to be on the road by 8 max.
I'd even say that's late. I like to leave real early. I think we left at like 7.
Yeah. Like the regular beaches, perhaps.
Yeah.
But yeah, Puppy Beach Day. I knew it was Friday, so.
Oh yeah, we heard that.
You heard that? Excuse me, world.
She's single, everybody.
Wait, that was the dramatic.
8 o'clock, you leave.
8 o'clock, we leave.
You're on the road.
We're on the road.
How long does it take? Where do you go?
Sandy Hook. I bought a season pass.
Is that a nude beach?
There is a new beach there, but it's not where I'm going with the puppies.
Oh, okay.
No, they're nude, but I wear a shirt. I mean, I wear a bathing suit.
She wears just a shirt. No top, no bottom, just a shirt.
I wear a bathing. My bathing suit though is a little I bought it from that website Shein.
Oh, that's where all the hip girls buy from.
I don't know if they're hip girls. I think just old girls try it, and then it's like if they buy 6 items, like 3 of them, they're like, oh, okay, this is cute, and then the other 3, they're like, what the fuck? This doesn't fit. This is not the same material. I don't even know what this is. So I bought a bathing suit, and yeah, it doesn't fit me.
And you
right.
brought it, right? You're gonna show it to us?
Maybe next episode. I don't know if you want to see that though. But yeah, I still like it really, like, for example, in the butt, it cuts up really high.
It cups the booty hole.
No, it just cuts up really high.
So it's like a thong?
Yeah,
Or makes it look like it eats, your butt eats it.
I mean, my butt, yeah, it's pretty, like, some cheekage is really showing.
So you're very cheeky when
Yeah.
you wear that, okay.
And then...
But do you like that?
No, because I don't have a nice ass. I don't want to... Like, maybe if I had a nice ass, I could be cheeky, but... Like, God help the people, looking at me because I walked by.
I know.
God help so should I talk about the person that... Let me finish.
Okay, yeah.
So I made it to Puppy Beach Day. We get there. There's a beautiful path. I feel like Sandy Hook should pay me for this promotion. It's a beautiful time, beautiful path.
I literally never would have gone there except for the trip we took in high school to Sandy Hook. Yeah. And because of you. It was the second time I've ever been to Sandy Hook.
Love Sandy Hook. So, like, the dogs can go. That's a plus. Liquor is illegal, but they always say that. It doesn't matter. As long as, like, a park ranger doesn't walk by. I'm going to get arrested now, aren't I?
Probably.
Yeah.
But is it true that all the public ones are free this summer?
Oh, national parks or something?
The national parks.
Maybe, like, entrance, but, like... There's a fine line because I think parking fees still exist.
For some. Because I know...
So, like, Sandy Hook is still a $20 parking fee. It doesn't have an entrance fee. So maybe some parks...
But it never did. It never did, right?
Yeah, no,
that's probably how they got you. They're smart like that.
Yeah, so I paid for, like, a season
There's not
pass.
even good parking there.
I mean, they have parking. You're not parking on, like, a sand dune. Like, they have a
I'd
parking
rather park on the sand dune.
But so you get there and you have to go to the Bayside with your dogs, but that's okay because the Bayside isn't bad. I mean, like,
yeah, that's where
you're not gonna go swimming in it because it's.
That's where Zach Morris went to high school.
The Bayside.
Bayside, yeah.
Oh, like a California thing.
Bayside.
Yeah. No. So the Bayside is Sandy Hook. You bring the dogs, you have your drinks, you bring your food. I got a free giant sub from Jersey Mike's yesterday.
Yeah. No, I had a good time when we went down there one time.
So we did go down.
Yeah. That's what I said. The second time I've ever been to Sandy Hook was with you. Yeah. I went down for Puppy Beach Day.
Oh, we did.
You got me a sandwich from Mimi's, right?
Maybe Mimi. I don't like me. Oh, I'm not going to say anything because I love their breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah, but you got me a sandwich.
Don't listen to Mimi's. Yeah, so a sandwich, yes. Was it a breakfast sandwich?
Yeah.
Or regular?
A breakfast sandwich.
Oh, the best. Mimi, shout out to Mimi's.
And then while you're driving there, you're like, I didn't ask, but for some reason you're telling me exactly how you like your sandwich. I asked for 3 cheese and 2 Taylor.
3?
Yeah, you said 3 cheese and 2 Taylor.
I don't know if I specified cheese because
you
I
did,
can
because
have
you like extra cheese.
Like 4, 5, 6, 7. Like there's no limit. Like
you said you were mad one time they gave you 2 cheese.
No.
You wanted to sue them.
I want like extra cheese. Nobody understands this. Like I want to have the cheese pool like. You know, a normal cheese pool, it's like a little pool, like, ooh, and everyone was like, oh my God, it's so nice. Like, I want the whole fucking
cheese
sandwich,
pool.
the whole fucking sandwich to be like cheese, like the whole thing, just like swimming in cheese.
Okay.
I didn't get that today, though. I got my Jersey Mike's free giant sub.
I haven't had Jersey Mike's in a while. It's really
very good.
I always like Jersey Mike's. It's very fresh.
It's
and
a
they
day
got
old,
the right
though.
amount of crunch, too.
Well, there was no crunch after a day.
That's fair. That's true.
It was like, soaking up that oil and vinegar and mayo and cherry pepper relish. But it was so good. So you just relax on the beach with your dogs, this, that. And then, here's the kicker. The guy, I was talking to a guy. And,
so how'd you start talking to this guy?
I have to think.
Which of your 100 We know online. Which of your 100 dating sites?
I don't have
apps?
100 dating sites. I've just been using Facebook dating because it's.
No, you like Coffee Meets Bagel.
That was years ago. Yeah, I did use that. I haven't used that in years.
Okay.
So Facebook dating. So we started talking, and he doesn't live too far. So I said, "Oh, I'm at Sandy Hook with the puppies, blah blah blah," and he's like, "Oh, I just finished work. I might go to the pool," and I'm like, "Oh, so nice." And then he started calling me, and like, I don't answer the phone for Jesus. Like, no, do I ever answer the phone?
I don't call you that much, and I call you at good times, so you usually answer.
But like, besides maybe once in a while with
If some random called you at like 10 o'clock or at like while you're at school, then you wouldn't answer.
I basically don't like talking on the phone, so like, it's not me. So he was calling, and like, not only am I not really like a big phone talker, but I didn't want to waste my phone battery.
Yeah.
You're at the beach all day, you don't have a charger. What are you doing? Oh, I'm supposed to.
Here, just talk like that.
Okay.
That's perfect now.
So I don't have a charger. So I was like, you know what? Like, whatever. We're just texting. And then he texted me, like, I'm here.
That's not cool. Like, you've never met him before.
No, and he said he's here, and I was like, oh my God.
How long have you talked to him?
I think like maybe like a week or I don't remember, a week or two.
That's still pretty weird.
No, it was fine. Like, I don't like talking forever online. I'm the type of
Yeah,
person.
but for him to just come and not be invited, that's weird.
Well, you know what? I might have invited him, but as like when you say something, it's not really gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of was like, oh, I'm a puppy beach day. Like, I know he's close. I'm like, oh, you should join. Like, I wasn't being serious. And then he called me and then texted me, hey, I'm here.
And then you were like, you were just like sitting on the beach, and she told me this. She said she was sitting on the beach and she was like looking out into the ocean, and then someone started swimming out from the ocean, and it was him.
I didn't say
fully
that.
Nude.
He did enter the beach at the wrong spot. There's like a lot of rocks, and then as you go farther down, there's a path
So
to
he
go.
climbed down the rocks to get to you.
There's a path to actually go through the rocks. This guy like climbed over like an entire mound of rocks to reach the beach and walk over to me. I didn't care. Like, I was liking texting him, so it didn't bother me. The one thing that bothered me was I looked down at my legs, and I hadn't shaved in like a while.
It doesn't look that bad.
No, it does.
No, it doesn't.
You see it?
No, it doesn't look anything like mine.
No, actually, I think I have more hair than you.
No, they look smooth.
No, there's a lot of hair. You're just not seeing it maybe at that angle.
That's a good thing, though.
No, really, I can see it. It's very hairy. So the length of my hair is so long that when he said he was coming, I was trying to think of like a makeshift razor around me. I'm like, is this piece of brush gonna work?
She finds some glass. You started shaving with a shell?
I was really like looking around at my resources, being the wilderness lady I am, and I couldn't find anything. So I even told him, I said, I mean, that's great you're here, just please don't look at my lower half.
Why would you see? People aren't going to notice that kind of thing unless you bring it up.
But what
so
if
you should not have brought it up.
What if he did notice it and then was thinking in his head like, God, this girl doesn't shave?
Then you would never. Then maybe he doesn't care about that, or if he thinks that's weird, then
Well,
then he's a jerk anyway.
I do normally shave, so it's unlike me to be so hairy. Don't look at the camera. I do normally.
I'm not. I'm looking at the.
Oh.
Making sure the sound is still going.
I do normally shave, so like when I was just very embarrassed by that the whole time. So I was like trying to like overlap my legs and just really try to like shield them from his eyesight, but it didn't work.
So how did it go though?
Great. Yeah, we just talked. It was nice because I go by myself with my dogs, so
yeah, it's
nice to have the company. And yeah, he was a cool guy to talk to, so it was fine.
What was his name?
Johnny.
Oh yeah, Johnny. That's way too white for you.
No, he's white. I mean, he's Portuguese background, but he's
You haven't dated a white guy since the 90s.
I didn't date in the 90s. Oh, I need
Have
a
some
refill.
more. Pour some more.
Tim made me a drink.
It's my own recipe.
Can they see it? Can they see me?
Probably at that point, yeah. I'll do some ASMR.
Who?
Just do it.
You could hear it.
Yeah, it's ASMR.
ASMR. PS what?
People pay money to listen to crap like this.
Guys, after this podcast, can you guys let me know if I can make money by doing anything?
Pour more and don't say anything. Ready? I gotta pee now. Just chug the rest of the... Talk while in the cup. Let's do more ASMR.
Talk while I'm in the cup?
Never mind. Never mind.
Ew, this is a hefty cup. I have to drink some.
So...
Wait, listen to me gulp. You didn't hear that.
Yeah, I heard it. You heard
did?
it. Do the gulp and then...
Well, my double chin's blocking
No,
it.
you hear it fine. You don't need to see it.
You heard that?
Yeah.
That's so nice. Can I make money off that?
Maybe. People do. There's this really famous Asian girl that eats a lot of this crazy food, and then like it's all crunchy and it makes me want to eat.
People have told me that when they watch me eat, they want to eat what I'm eating.
That's because you're just like.
I just love food so much.
But yeah, so how many guys you have in your life right now?
Not many.
I know, 'cause you've been saving yourself.
I mean, there's the one.
All right. So how long has that been going on for?
We're gonna talk
How long
about him?
how long into it did I meet him? At that night
You met him in March.
Terrible night.
March. So I've been dating this. Let's let the world know. I've been dating this guy since we started talking at Christmas break. Our first date was like the first weekend of January, and then we've been dating like every single weekend we see each other. Because I'm just a weekend person. Weekdays I'm very serious about my bedtime, and then am I still? And then we had a conversation. Well, we had conversations throughout the months.
Yeah, but how long in did you have a conversation about where it's going? I think
about March I brought up, or April.
So two months in. Hold on. So then what happened? Did you have that talk when we all hung out that night?
No. The talk he's talking about, maybe the world doesn't know, is like, how long do you date someone before you make it official to be in a relationship, if that's what you're looking for, right?
Mm-hmm.
So about 3 months in, I don't know if we had it then, but definitely between the 3 and 4 month mark, I brought it up because I said, I need some answers, because I'm not going to be going into this, 4, 5, 6 months and not.
So you were in the just hanging out stage for all that time.
We were just.
We were
dating.
Yeah, but that's just hanging out.
No,
there's no title to it. You're seeing each other. You're hooking up. You're getting dinner. You're going out.
But I feel like, to me, I felt like it was like an exclusive thing, but I'm just a schmuck.
Why would you think it's an exclusive thing? Did he say anything?
I think at one point I asked him early on, if he was seeing anyone else, maybe in February, and he was like, no.
Well, maybe he just wasn't seeing anyone else.
At that moment.
It's not like maybe it wasn't his choice that he wasn't seeing anyone else. He was like, oh, no one else is answering my calls, but Larissa is, so let's go out.
I don't know, maybe. So then, a little bit down, I was like, I can't be going on this long. And then, my ass went on that long because we had.
Let's talk about that night, though. So you have to credit Pedro for still hanging out with you to this day after that night. So a lot of funny things happened that night. So we go to your house. I picked Danielle up, right? Because she was at her parents' right there. And we go to your house. And it was the 4 of us, right? I meet Pedro. He's very cool. Very nice. I liked him a lot.
He's a great guy.
I liked him a lot. I was like, well, you ruined it after that night. But,
I was so sad. I was really sad.
I know. It was gross. I mean, all the snot was gross. But so you gave us these Jack Daniel coffee things to drink.
I still have 2 left.
It was like airline drinks. But it says coffee, I think, because you're supposed to add it to coffee.
No.
But you were making us drink them like that, and it was nasty.
It was like a coffee flavored whiskey shot.
I don't think it was a shot. I think you're supposed to add it to a coffee.
No. It was a coffee flavor whiskey
All right. Either way, we were in the Uber. You were already drunk when we were in the Uber.
I was a little
You were drunk.
feeling it.
You weren't like wasted, but you were drunk at that point.
Okay.
And like
was
you
in
were
the
even
Uber.
like, come party with us. We're going here.
To the Uber driver?
Yes.
I love talking
You
to
gave
Uber
him a
drivers.
drink and he took one. He didn't drink it. He
He took a drink?
No, you gave him one of the little things
I don't
for
even
later.
remember that.
For later.
I did?
He didn't drink it. He was very friendly. I liked him a
So
lot.
nice.
So we went to Famished Frog, right? Or Legends in Famished Frog.
Yeah.
And so we were ordering. I think I only had like one drink, and then I ordered another drink. We ordered food. My friend came. My friend Jess came. That I was, we were kind of hanging out and seeing. She was kind of weird too.
I don't remember much.
I know,
but I remember that part.
So she was there. I went to the bathroom. I came back. My food came because I was like, let's just get like a sampler platter because I like that. Anyone can have whatever they want. I come back and you went, the bartender's being rude to Pedro. The bartender's being rude to Pedro. I'm like, what are you talking about? He said that we can't have any. I can't have it. No, you said we can't have any drinks anymore. He was just talking about Larissa because you were like wasted. But the thing is, they should have known that already. They should. You're someone that always says, "Oh, I'm here all the time. Here all the time."
I am.
Well, how did they not know you?
They do know me. That's why I was so.
Did that guy not know you?
They all know me because I've been going there.
Then
for
why
like
did that
10
guy
years.
say she can't have any drinks today?
I have no idea.
I mean, you were really loud and out of control.
But
so
I'm always loud.
I know, but you were
I
like
wasn't
really
out of
weird.
Control.
So
I was just
talking,
loud.
No, you were a little out of control. So I was talking to this. You were. I'll tell you in a second how you were out of control.
Oh God.
So I was talking to this girl Jess, and like you came over. She's like, Jess, oh my God, I want to meet.
That's me.
Yeah, you
That
were
is my
really
voice.
weird.
Okay.
And then like so it was really cold. It was still cold. It was March. We went out to try to put more money in her meter, but it was like frozen. It wasn't working. She's like, all right, I'll just, we'll figure it out. So we came back in. You were being all crazy. She's like, I was like, you want to go to the next place with us? She's like, yeah. After you were crazy, she's like, no, I think I'm just going to go home.
I scared her.
Yeah, you were very weird. And then so I was like, oh, that's fine. Because she wasn't planning on staying late anyway.
Yeah.
So she left. You were like, why did she leave? And I was like, I don't know. She wanted to go home. 2 seconds later, why did she leave? You asked me about 10 times why she left. I was getting so annoyed at you. And like Pedro was just like uncomfortable because I'm just like, stop asking me questions. And then he's like, why does she care so much that this girl left? Like,
is that where you're going to get
He found
into...
that suspicious. Like, why does she care so much that he left? So then we went to the back, the little date part in the back, Hops.
Yeah, it was hoppy.
Yeah, I like that place. That's where I usually take people. I like that place. So we're sitting at one of those tables. I think we ordered one drink, and I got another drink. And what are you looking at?
No, I'm just...
No, stop. And why are you being so weird?
I'm just adjusting my vision.
And the bartender comes over. I used to remember it word for word. He said, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I was just informed by the manager that you were already kicked out of the other bar. So this has to be your last drink. Larissa, you're like, what? This is messed up. You were wasted. And then we went to Revolution.
Does the world really need to hear about this, though? I think they're bored now.
And then we went to Revolution. We got there. Dan came. Dan showed up.
Shout out to Dan.
I love Dan. I like making fun of you and then Dan laughing at that. That is very satisfying to me. Dan is a satisfying person to make laugh. He's got a good laugh. So you guys, I ordered a drink. Who else was there? Danielle, of course. Danielle. Can't forget about Danielle. So you guys separately went to the bathroom. Like you went, he went. We ordered drinks. The drinks came. You guys did not come back.
Oh, you're talking about when Pedro and I were fighting?
Yeah, so all I see is like you like yelling at him outside the bathroom.
I don't think I was yelling at him.
You're just very loud, so I guess it was yelling, but not out of anger.
I'm just a loud person.
And then he comes back and he's like very like, his body language is like, don't touch me. So you're just like, he's just like sitting there like uncomfortable, and you're just like, why are you mad? Why are you upset? And he's like, please stop. Please stop.
Girls do that.
Okay, but like, no means no, but stop means stop. You never
Wait,
stop. When
hold
people tell
on.
you to stop.
Nobody has what's the word? Has put that in stone? How do you say when you put something in like?
No. So
Stop means stop.
yeah, exactly. But you don't do that.
But
when you're drunk.
You should coin that term.
I
Stop
should.
means stop.
Stop means stop.
Stop means stop.
No
Tim
means
Opar.
no. Stop means stop. So you just like kept going. He's like getting more annoyed. Walks away a little bit. You followed him.
When do I start snotting?
And then he's just like, I'm gonna leave. And then, because you were like out of control drunk, and like you couldn't.
We all got that way sometimes.
No, but that's you. I see you do that a lot. And I get really drunk, but I'm usually like, I can control myself. Sometimes I can't stand up straight, but I can control myself pretty well. I mean, we'll talk about you down the shore if you want. Which I respected. I respected you. You know why? Because
Larissa.
You were actually drunk for over 12 hours that day. So I don't blame you for that day.
I've been drunk for longer, though.
I know, but that was the most where I saw you. So he starts to leave, and you're like sitting there. You didn't even drink the thing you ordered. You're just like, he left me. No.
Oh, God.
No.
Does the
I
world
remembered
care
something.
about
No,
this?
stop. So I remember something extra.
My brother.
Before he walked away, you actually came right back from the table after you were talking to him outside the after you were talking to Pedro outside the bathroom. You came to the table. You immediately called your brother. This is how rude she is. Calls her brother and says, Alex,
come pick me up.
Come pick me up. Come pick me up. We want to leave. We want to leave. The four of us came together. She says, we want to leave. And I was like, what do you mean we? None of us said we wanted to leave except you. And then you were like, I thought we all wanted to leave. That's because drunk Larissa, the world revolves around drunk Larissa.
Why do I feel like you're just picking on me?
That's how it happened. That's how it happened. So then eventually we're like, all right, we'll just go. What are we going to do? And so your brother comes in his,
rape van.
Yeah.
This is the funny part. World, you can wake up now and listen.
So he comes out. No, we already went. This is all good. Larissa, you're gold. So you're outside like, he left me. Snot, tears, and snot everywhere. Like a normal person like wipes themselves. You're just there. Your brother's like, you're like, he left me, Alex, and he's like, is it because you were snotting all over yourself? I started laughing so hard at that. And I was like, oh, I'm calling it a night. Dan was like, I'm going out with my friends now.
No, Dan actually went and talked to Pedro, trying to stick up for me.
That was before that. And then what did Pedro say?
I don't know because I was.
Dan said that you told me that he said that he thought you were into me, and that's why he was upset because you were so obsessed with why that girl left.
Yeah, well, he was drunk too. So drunk Pedro thought that I.
You can't call somebody else drunk.
He said the next day he was drunk.
Yeah, he was.
He's just a different drunk than me.
And like you also didn't listen. He kept texting. You kept texting like 10 times. I'm like, you're making it worse.
No, maybe 20.
Yeah, that's even worse. So maybe I'm just like, maybe Pedro's weird for
that was
talking to you after that.
That was one night a mature person would be like, okay, everyone
no,
has
a mature person would be like, that's too immature for me.
It was just one night.
With you, it's not just one night.
No.
I've seen you that drunk plenty of times.
No, but I don't like, I'm not, no.
I don't like, I'm not like, no. Really good. She really defended herself well that way. I could see you on the stand. People like, oh, you murdered this guy. I really like, no, I don't know.
No, I didn't. Anyway, the point of the story is.
Yeah, and then Danielle and I had to ride in the back.
Oh, yeah, that's the funny part.
Like, there's just wood back there. There's no seats.
My brother has a work van because he's a landscaper. Power Mo, call him. And, yeah, so, like, I call it a rape van because it's a van with no windows or anything. And I guess, because I wanted to go home and I forced everyone else to go home. My brother actually said I had no idea there was more than just you.
Yeah.
Like, he thought he was just going to pick up me because he's used to picking up me when I'm,
and you just would have just abandoned the two of us even though we all came together.
No, I was like,
that's how you are.
I was like, let's go. Like, okay.
Didn't Pedro take something of yours, too?
Yeah,
like
he had my license, my credit card, and everything that was important. Yeah, he had to give it back to me the next day.
My ear's starting to hurt from your voice.
Oh, sorry. And
I'm kidding.
So
well, I'm
then
not kidding.
My brother came and was like, Larissa, what the hell? There's more. Like, I have to take home everyone. I'm like, yeah, we all came together. He's like, okay.
She
well,
didn't say any of that. We were like, hey, can we have a ride too? None of that actually happened. She didn't say any of that. She only cared about herself at that point. Danielle and I were like, yeah, can we get a ride too? He's like, yeah, I guess.
So he opened up the back of the rape van and was like, hop in.
I don't know how. So I was a little drunk too. And
my brother told me.
So was Danielle. So she was just like sitting up back there. I don't know how. I laid down because I'm like, this. I don't know. I'm not going to be able to sit up.
Did you guys have grass clippings on you when you left?
No, it was clean back there. There wasn't much back there.
No spiders?
No. Not that I remember, maybe.
Rape van. You guys rode in the back of a rape van. How did that feel?
I felt fun. It was fun, actually. It was a good night. It was an adventure. And then the funny part is that girl that left the next day, she texts me, and I forget exactly if I've said hey or something, but she said, yeah, I think I just want to be friends. I was
Sorry.
like, and then I sent back like a friends like GIF of the show, and then I wrote back why, and then she never see. This is how weird girls are. And then she never responded, and then like a week later she writes, "Hey, I was just at this restaurant we've been to. What is it? The one, that fancier one?
You're talking about a place in Morristown?
The town? No. I don't know. Yeah, a place in Morristown. It's like she saw it on like the Real Housewives and she wanted to go there. It's like overly expensive and the food is okay. And she's like, oh, I just went there with a friend and I thought about you. When are we going next? I was like, I don't know. And
so she wanted to see you
That's
again.
the last I've ever heard of you. But that's fucking stupid. Why would I want to see someone again? I want to just be friends. A week later says, I did something that made me think about you. So, no. No, I don't play games like that.
Come on back a little bit.
Come on back a little bit.
Just a little bit.
So what's going on with you and Pedro now? So fast forward, how long have you guys been seeing each other?
Sorry, world, for that terrible story.
That was a good story.
No, it wasn't a good story. So we
Not for you.
That was like, that was month 3.
That was March, month 3. April, May, June, July, 7 months in.
Yeah, we're 7 months in now. So the end of June, we finally had one weekend that we spent together, like somewhere other than his apartment or his condo, whatever. And we went to Atlantic City because it was the cheapest option.
That's cheap?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of places we were looking up, prices now are extremely high.
Yeah, well, how much was it to stay in AC?
It was...
Did he pay for it?
No, not all of it.
Oh, shit. And you're still seeing this guy. So 7 months in.
Well, it was 6 months because June, I guess. So, like,
Okay.
basically, I count from January because we started talking in December, but our first date was the beginning of January. Yeah. So, yeah, it was our first weekend together. I thought that, like, 6 months, that's a pretty long time just to have one weekend together. I mean,
yeah, but
we're not going
I have
on
a habit
vacation.
I have a habit of being in that situation for a long time.
But everyone's
the
different.
talking stage and hanging out and having fun.
No, everyone's different, though. Everyone expects different things. Everyone has a different timeline. For me, that was, like, pretty long because I want, like, I'm 34. I want to find someone. I want a real relationship. I want to, like, move forward.
I know, but the way in which you were looking for a real relationship was just, it wasn't great. You were just on you're going on like 4 dates a week. Like, how could you take anyone really seriously?
I didn't go on 4 dates a week because I don't go on dates on the weekdays.
Not with Pedro, but for a while during the summer, especially, you would go on 4 dates a week. You'd be like, oh no, I'm not free. I got a date. I'm not free. I got a date. I'm not free. I got a date, and they would all be different names. Muhammad, Pedro. And because you don't date white guys, so it's either
he's exaggerating, but
it's either Middle Eastern, Indian.
I do. Those are my favorite.
Hispanics. Those are the big 3 for you.
Hit me up. No, not Indian. I actually like Middle Eastern and Hispanic the best.
Okay.
But culturally, I realize...
Either way, white guys stay away.
Well, now
she doesn't
that
like you.
Now that I'm looking for the one, I feel like culturally white would be the best because I've had so many hiccups with the others because culturally, like, we just don't fit. And I think that's part of the reason.
Does that happen a lot with the culture part?
Well, I think
like the pork guy.
Well, I'm realizing that more now that I really want something serious. And then back in the day, like, I would date whoever just because I just liked the entertainment or I liked
because it was fun. Sometimes I'll go on a date if I'm just bored.
But now that I'm like super serious, I'm realizing that like, okay, I had this relationship, it didn't work because of this, and it was like a cultural thing. Or I was with this person, it didn't work because
Move the mic a little bit.
I realized there was a like a
Just
whatever,
move the mic, then you don't have to move your head.
like some sort of difference,
Yeah,
you
you
know. So now that I'm serious, like I'm really noticing these differences and what I would fit with and what I wouldn't fit with. So even though you pick on me about not being with a white guy, it doesn't have to be white, but like I would fit
I
with
just
an
think
American.
it's just your thing. Like it's just funny. It's just your thing.
But I could be with like a good-looking like guy from, whose parents come from other countries, but like they're raised American.
Well, that was your parents. Like your parents, your dad was like very, very Greek, right?
Yeah, so he actually told me I fit with an American.
Right,
And I tried to defy him for so many years dating all these people.
That's an interesting thing because that's back when we actually were a melting pot. So your dad was very Greek, but he wanted to assimilate to the American culture, correct?
In a way,
or at
yeah.
least with you.
And he knew that like his kids, so he came here. He was never the type actually, like he came here, they messed up his last name. He wasn't the type of person to care to correct it. He's like, okay, whatever, I'm in America.
Mm-hmm.
He came, he assimilated. He never like loved America. Like my dad was actually super, this place kind of sucks. I wish I was in Greece, but I have a wife and kids
But
here.
why did he come to begin with?
Oh,
What was the reason?
My mom.
How did they meet?
In Greece.
What, was she on like
You didn't know that?
vacation?
Yeah, you didn't know
No,
this?
why would I know that?
I thought I told you
No,
that.
that's cool though. So they met when she was on vacation.
Yeah, my mom.
That's like a movie.
My mom. No, it's not. This is like
Why
the
didn't
case
she
of
move?
many,
Why
many
didn't she
people.
move to Greece?
I don't know. I guess because my mom was like hardcore American.
I mean, nowadays you can't move to Greece. Isn't there economy like in the tank?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
But yeah, my mom visited Greece, and like the one time she visited, she met my dad, and she told me this. I never told you. She told me the story of
No.
when they met. They were on some island, and there's a lot of stray cats everywhere. So
Mhm.
Americans love petting animals.
Yes.
So my mom was like petting all the cats, like, oh, so cute. And my dad came out of like nowhere. It was like, don't pet the cats. they're stray. They're dirty. Don't touch. And my mom was like, what? But they're so cute. So anyway, I guess that
And then they made
sparked-
love.
Yeah, that sparked their love.
And then they made Alex.
So yeah, they fell in love, and then
That's
my
so
mom.
cool.
My
Why didn't you
mom
never
went-
told me this great story?
Yes, I have. I have.
No, absolutely not. No, I would have remembered it because it's a great story.
So my mom went back like 3 other times, and by the 3rd time, my dad was like, "Okay, like, yo, we're in love." I don't know how it really worked, but he eventually came the 4th time or whatever time it was. My mom went to Greece several times, and always met up with him.
Yeah.
For however long she stayed there. And then he came to America and, was with my mom. And then they decided to,
Get married.
I guess, get married so he could stay in the country and be with her because she had to stay for her job, whatever. She had her life here.
What did he do when he lived out
So
there?
my dad was kind of like a bachelor. I probably have half siblings all over Europe.
It's possible.
For sure. My dad was a player. I didn't get that from
You're a
him.
player.
My brother's
She's not a
more-
player. She just fucks a lot.
My brother more so than me. But anyway, my dad,
Yeah.
he, grew up in Athens. Then he actually was living in Paris for a little bit. I think he said he went to art school.
Yeah, he defeated the Romans at one point.
He went all over Europe.
He fought in the Colosseum.
He was selling art, jewelry, like all this, like whatever. He was just traveling around. He had
He
pictures
was like
in
a
our
Renaissance man.
He had pictures in our house of like other women, like super blonde women. He knew how to speak even like, I don't know.
Like
are
what?
What are the languages? Russian, Polish, this, that. He liked like the super light women.
Is your mom super light?
Yeah, my mom was platinum blonde, blue eyes, fair skin. Somehow I'm the daughter.
And you're fake blonde,
is
orange
fake.
skin.
Yeah, so my dad like used to have actually, it was funny. He had pictures in the house. He's still, I mean, he's dead, but like there are pictures still in the house
Yeah.
of like other
You have a
women.
lot of very like cool like old things in that house.
Yeah, I guess so. So my dad, what part of the story am I at? So yeah, anyway,
He was selling art and jewelry
he
and
lived
doing
in
all this
he lived in
crazy stuff.
Paris for like 5 years.
That's crazy.
He spoke French. He came, he was vacationing, whatever, in the Greek islands. Met my mom. He came to America, whatever. It was like
That's crazy.
It was
That's
a new
really
adventure for him. He didn't realize he'd be like locked in, because I
Yeah.
don't think my dad ever loved America.
When did they get married?
In the 70s, and then
So,
my brother was born.
Did they get married before he moved here, or like?
Whatever trip it was, he came here, and then they got married in a courthouse, so he could stay.
Mm-hmm.
And then they built their life here, and my brother was born.
Very cool.
And then I came out 11 years later.
Yeah, I guess you were an accident.
Hey, world. No, my mom.
I'm
So
kidding.
my brother, my mom had my brother, and she wanted a big family. I don't know why. She wanted a huge family. And she had my brother, and I guess she kept trying, and she wasn't able to have kids. So she went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, "Yeah, you can't have any more kids.
Aw.
Like, there's something wrong with you."
Yeah.
So my mom, for years thought, "Oh, there's something wrong with me. I can't have kids."
Right. So then they,
Yeah, so whatever. So then 11 years later, she actually was already, I think, a few months in, but she was like fat. So like, she didn't know she was pregnant 'cause she was like fat.
See, I'm a man, and I've also never been pregnant. But how would I guess you would change, like bodily changes? You'd feel certain ways besides the physical
So
aspect.
after months in, she started really, I guess, feeling different, but like you couldn't tell, like physically. So she went to her doctor months in. This is 11 years later. 11 years thinking in her head, I can't have kids because I have an issue. Like, I don't remember what it was. Something was wrong with her. And then, the doctor was like, "Oh, well, you're feeling this way because you're pregnant." So I'm Jesus, people. It's like I just came out 11
Your mom
years
was not
later.
a virgin, so that doesn't work that way.
Okay, I don't know the history of Jesus, but yeah, and I didn't even think my parents had sex, so this is very weird. And then I came out
they
of
had
nowhere.
a lot of passionate time in Greece, I'm sure.
No, but this is like years in now. Remember, I was born in 88.
Oh yeah, I know.
They were married in
You're
the
younger than me.
They were married in the 70s.
Yeah, it might have been just like the doctors back then, because they told my mom the same thing. They said, you can't
Really?
get pregnant. Then she had my sister. Then she had a miscarriage, and then they wanted to adopt, and that's how I came along. I was shipped out in a box. And,
Were you really in a box?
No, I was in an orphanage. Not an orphanage. Well, I was at a place there, and somehow.
How'd they get you here?
So I should get more details on this whole story.
These are things
That's a
we
good
just
question.
don't know.
So, there was this guy I used to call Uncle Jorge, and he was like the lawyer they contacted about adopting, and he must have been in contact with this certain place that had a couple of pregnant women, and then I guess they chose. They were like, okay, we'll probably choose this one or something like that, and then they flew down. They even had to interview my sister and everything, to make sure my parents weren't crazy or anything.
Aw.
So they flew down, and it must have been like, I don't know, like a 12-hour plane ride or something. And they were just like, they picked me.
Wait, your parents picked you from what, like a picture?
I don't know. I think there might have been like a couple babies there.
And
I don't know
they
how it
were
works
like,
really.
"You're the one."
And it's crazy because a lot of adoptions now are very open, but this was like closed. Like,
Well, I mean, yeah.
I
it was
guess,
the
and the
80s.
crazy part is, my injury hurts. Apparently, you know how crazy, like, the world is very small now with how technology is. I bet you if I tried really hard, I could go on Facebook and try to find, like, people that I'm related to, but I just don't. I don't have that passion anymore. As a kid, I did.
Well, why don't you do that ancestry? What is it called? 311 me or 411 me, 911. What is it?
You, me, and Dupree.
That's
That's an Owen Wilson movie.
But there is definitely.
No, I know what you're talking about. A lot of people do that. Like, I'm 100% like.
I would
whatever.
want to do that.
I just
to
don't
see
care.
What I am.
I don't care. Honestly, I don't want to know. Honestly, I don't know
But
why.
maybe you have like people around you that could be, like, also adopted from your foreign.
I know it is
your
crazy to think because like I
native
grew up
country.
only having a sister and like I could have like brothers. I could have someone that looks just like me.
I want to do it now that you're saying that. I want to do it just so I could see all my half sisters and brothers in Europe. Because my dad was a player.
That's pretty interesting.
Right? Can you imagine if we looked at the website together, like the results?
And we actually have a huge family.
Like, wow, look,
Larissa.
Larissa.
You have a very small family now, right?
Extremely small. It's just my brother.
So it's not like my Big Fat Greek wedding where there's a million people.
No, absolutely not. I unfortunately
and
don't
now I have
fit
a pretty small family. My mom's family, there's like nobody. My dad's family, I have a bunch of cousins, but
you know what? Even my family in Greece, because I could say, oh, it's not a Big Fat Greek family because half of them, like the majority of them, are in Greece.
Are you still in touch with them?
No, my brother, I think, is in touch with my cousins.
Yo, you should get in touch. Let's go to Greece.
I want to go, but they're not.
That'd be awesome.
My brother kind of still talks to them, but even so, my dad only had 2 siblings, and the one had kids, but like it's not a big family. Does the internet see that?
I don't know. My wound. I got this infection.
In your stomach?
No. It's right here.
You have an ulcer?
No, it's not inside. It's on the outside. It's gross. You wanted to see it later.
I do want to
nasty.
see it.
I don't think you do. I'll show you a picture.
I want to see it.
I sent my friends. I was like, all right, here's your disclaimer. If you don't want to see something nasty, don't watch any further. I sent a Snapchat and then I took a picture.
I didn't get that, did I?
No, I only sent it to the Dick Cake Boys.
Yeah, but I'm basically a part of that because you always post me to that group.
Yeah. I know. I should do that now.
I should be a part of that group, essentially. They all see.
Actually, Rich is having a party tomorrow. I'll bring you as my +1.
I have some plans tomorrow, but...
Oh, Rich. Remember when he took care of you?
I do love Rich. Oh,
Rich is a great guy.
I do love Rich.
I love that it was so random and like nobody from that group could make it, but I sent it out. I was like, hey, I'm going down the shore this weekend. And Rich is like, I'm free. I'll come. I thought that was so cool.
Who's going to your lake house birthday weekend?
It looks like it's going to be Jake and Kate.
Yes.
Billy Idol.
Yes.
So you're 2 people that you love already.
Yes. I'm already happy.
I think Danielle said I put that she was.
Yeah, Danielle and I are carpooling.
Cool.
Saturday.
And why? Come on, Friday.
Friday I have to see Pedro actually, but I also.
You don't have to see Pedro.
Well, I'm going.
It's been 7 months and he doesn't want to.
We never finished that. We never finished that conversation. But should we finish it now?
Yeah, I don't remember who else is going.
Okay. Yeah. So like, I'm going to Florida actually the Thursday that I finish work.
How long do you work in the summer?
So my last day is the 20th. I think the 28th is that Thursday.
I thought you were going to Hawaii with Sue.
LOL. So yeah, Pedro, we had our weekend in AC. We never finished this. We had our weekend in AC, and I asked him at dinner. You know, I brought it up. I was a little intoxicated, but like I feel like my mission was so strong that like liquor would not interfere with the mission. So I flat out. I don't know if I flat out said it, but I got a flat out answer. So his answer.
What did you do? You remember what you said, or you were drunk?
Not particularly, but it was something along the lines of like, "Hey, are we ever going to begin a relationship? Are we ever this or that?" And he flat out said, "This I will not forget." And I even brought up the next day sober. He said, "I'm afraid of commitment," and therefore, like, I'm not committing. Like, I'm afraid of commitment. He just kept saying, "I'm afraid of commitment. I'm afraid of commitment." And I'm like, "You've known me for 6 fucking months. What are you afraid of?" Because his fears stem from like
he's afraid of what he's seen, and he's like.
But then stop talking to me.
Okay, but.
He's still asking me on dates every weekend.
Yeah, he's got no one else to hang out with.
So basically, yeah, I'm a schmuck at this point because he's just
kind of.
I'm free, and so he hangs
I'm
out
free.
With me.
Hey, you want to hang out? Oh, she wants to hang out and have sex. Oh, great, sounds good.
Yeah. Well,
it's your fault. You can't blame him.
Yeah, so I'm a little upset at this point.
Yeah, he's a dick, kind of, but like you can't blame him.
Absolutely, 6, 7 months in, and you don't want to commit. You're clearly just using me, or like I'm available, whatever.
Stop
but
being.
That's not.
Isn't there such a thing as stop being so available?
Well, that's the thing. Like I suck at. Like,
that's also how you test people. That's usually what I do to test. Like if she's actually into me, or it's just me talking to her. I'll not text her, and then maybe a day or 2 later, she'll be like, "Hey, what's up?" That's how you know the girl actually likes you.
I'm always the one still making plans with him. So
well,
I'm
then
gonna
stop. Then why are you doing that?
I'm gonna stop.
You can't complain. It's your own fault.
No, I know, and I'm not complaining. So it is. It has been my fault, and I've finally realized like the truth. Like if you can't commit to me after 6 months of dating, like I'm gonna start breaking away. Like it's my, you know, recovery and like initiatives I have to take because he's made it clear.
Yeah,
He's made it clear.
I don't know. He's just weird.
So like I'm totally down to date other people now. I didn't for a while. I was literally devoted to just him.
You should not have.
I should not have, but like
I'm not seeing anyone else. Yeah, I'm not seeing anyone else either. Just because I don't have any dates lined up. Like
I didn't purposely even talk to people because I was so, you know, committed to this, you know, thought that him and I were going to be together. And now it just made it perfectly, after that conversation, it made it perfectly clear to me that, you know, we're never going to be anything. So I'm now starting, like I immediately went online and started talking to people. And that's why, like,
where'd you go?
Today. The same. Just face. I actually.
Can I see?
No, actually.
Can we read some of the funny stuff? Come on, that psycho guy. Did he write back?
Yeah, he did, but I didn't write back to him.
Oh, can I see though?
I don't know.
'Cause I made fun of him. All right, I won't.
No, he actually.
I won't send any messages.
You know what he wrote back? A question mark.
I hate when anyone does that.
I have 10 missed texts. Hold on. Danielle said it's National Ice Cream Day tomorrow. They might have a special thing for it.
We're going to Beanies then.
Well, what are you doing tomorrow? Danielle and Kyle and I were trying to. I keep burping, trying to think of something to do.
When? During the day or at night?
During the day. At night, I might have a date.
I'm free during the day.
'Cause I'm dating now.
But at night, I have a celebrating.
What are you celebrating?
Rich and Melissa being born.
Oh, it's their birthday?
Yeah, they have one birthday.
That's great.
No, it's birthday.
The chorritos look so cute. I'm folding my clean clothes now.
All right, that's enough of that.
Can you bring alcohol to Point Pleasant? Absolutely not.
All right, so who are you talking to? Is there anyone else on your radar now that you're talking to so far on Facebook dating?
No, because I actually stopped even responding because it becomes so overwhelming to me.
Well, girls have it different. Cause
yeah, I don't enjoy it.
When I first started like going on like Tinder and stuff, Blair told me. It was Blair that told me this. It was funny. He was like, just guys just hit like. Girls are just like.
Particular.
Nah. Mostly no, and a little bit of yes.
Well, I do a lot of yes because I'm not like.
Yeah, you're pretty desperate. So.
No, I'm not desperate. I'm very open. Because I feel like my personality can mend with a lot of different things.
Very DTF. Yeah.
Will you stop? The world doesn't know me.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
it hurts.
Yeah, it just feels weird.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, but it's all right. I'm on I took the antibiotics it was yesterday, and I felt so terrible. I took a nap and I felt so much better. Cuz they're like serious antibiotics. I forget what it's called, but it's used to treat all this stuff.
Amoxicillin?
No.
Penicillin?
It's something. When I looked it up, it said it was the alternative to penicillin.
Augmentin.
For people that are allergic to penicillin, which I am not.
Augmentin?
No. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't even know why I got it. It's weird.
I only took that when I had Lyme's disease in 5th grade.
There's only one Lyme.
Lyme's disease.
No, one Lyme.
The Lyme of the disease I had.
Lyme disease?
Lyme's disease.
How many limes?
Oh, you're trying to say it's singular? Lyme disease?
No, it's not. I'm kidding.
It's Lyme's, isn't it? Lyme's disease.
Yeah, it's Lyme's. Is that the guy?
No, Lyme's disease, like from the deer. It infected me.
Why are you showing your crotch?
Well, it actually.
You're like Lyme disease. It affected me.
It affected actually my knee.
Oh, where'd you get bit?
Did
you have it?
I had Lyme's disease.
Oh, you mean you have it?
I think it's still in my body.
Yeah, you never You always have it.
I have Lyme's disease. It's in me.
Lyme's disease. For some reason, when you say it, doesn't sound right.
Lyme's disease.
Lyme's disease. Yeah, I guess it is. I don't know.
Lyme's disease. Do you hear me whispering when I do a whisper?
You like start growing limes out of yourself.
I'm just a key lime pie over here.
Is that your favorite dessert?
I do love it. Yeah.
So let's talk about food.
Why? Because
you fucking love food.
I do.
You're just always like talking about food. I said, Larissa, bring stuff that defines you as a person. She obviously brings 2 churros, wine, and I heart with a burgers. I heart burgers.
It's a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I forgot the cheese.
Cheeseburgers.
Because remember, I love cheese.
3 cheese and 2 Taylor.
Taylor, I actually wanted to bring a picture of a Taylor ham, egg, and cheese because every time I eat it, I'm like, wow, I think this might be one of my favorite foods because, like, I always crave it. When I'm in Miami, they don't have Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. I, like, literally crave it. As soon as I get home, Taylor ham, egg, and cheese.
I still think I prefer breakfast sausage.
No, for me, well, breakfast sausage is good, but, like, in general, breakfast sandwiches, I think, are so central to New Jersey and New York. Like, nowhere else.
That's like what we're known for, but it's not even something that exciting.
But for me, it's like I'm excited. Like
when you brought me that sandwich, that was really good.
It's great.
In the morning, I was like, "Holy shit, this sandwich is amazing."
You have to get the good one.
However, I'm gonna have you order it every time because whatever you order, it was amazing.
You just go to Mimi's and say a Taylor ham, egg, and cheese on a whatever bagel.
We have to have another Seaside Heights weekend again, like we did last time.
I did like that.
That was so much fun.
I'll be back.
Even though she was blackout drunk again. But that was okay because what time did we get down to Seaside? We were there like early. We were there like when it opened. It was like 8 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
It might have been 8:30. And we started drinking at like 9. Because I brought we usually make those mimosas / screwdrivers, right?
Yeah, we combined the two.
Yeah. And I like that.
That's true. That's a good
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Shout out to Sue.
Yeah, she hates you.
Have you heard from her?
I think I see her always liking these events, so I make fun of them. And I wrote
I see that on Facebook.
So she did. So I wrote something random to her the other day, and she was like, "Huh?" I think she gave me the old question mark response, which I fucking hate.
I had a best friend named Sue World, and she's amazing, but she stopped being friends with me because of my COVID stuff.
She wrote interested in the annual Lucky Duck sale.
What? What's a Lucky Duck
That's what it
sale?
said. So I wrote to her. I wrote the annual Lucky Duck sale, and she wrote, "Cool?" Question mark.
What's the lucky? What I want to know about this event.
I don't know. You're like, I want to eat duck.
Lucky
Duck
pecking
sale.
duck?
So I don't know what that was, but it was funny.
Wow.
Yeah. So usually I'm just I send random stuff, but yeah, I forget who I talked to, but
Was there a noise?
Yeah, I hit this thing by accident. It's a spring. So I even talked to somebody else about that situation because Larissa, unvaccinated.
We told the world.
That's fine.
It's fine. My job makes me get tested every week.
So Sue refuses to hang out with you. It's been years at this point, right?
Yeah, I guess since COVID began.
Yeah. So it's been years since you've seen her. And she refuses to hang out with you because you're unvaccinated. Yet, she will go to food truck festivals and events with hundreds, maybe thousands of people who she doesn't even know if they're vaccinated or not.
Yep.
They could be they probably are more contagious than you because
I
you
get tested every week. I know I'm not.
So logically, it makes absolutely no sense.
Nope. None. I don't even like talking about it because it makes me sad because Sue is my best friend, so I love her. And
not anymore. She's not a good friend if she does that to you.
Well, yeah, I mean, we haven't seen each other in a while, but she was my best friend.
And I feel like a lot of the COVID stuff is luck, because I had these friends who didn't leave the house at all.
I had it twice. Didn't
leave the house at all. Ordered their food, their groceries, to be delivered to them, everything, all of that.
Don't tell me they got it.
Who got COVID? They got COVID before you or Bald Nick.
Wow.
Both of which are unvaccinated.
Bald Nick is unvaccinated still?
Yeah, it's a Greek thing. Greeks don't like vaccinations.
It must be a Greek thing.
They just pray to Apollo.
Zeus.
Wasn't that your dad's name, Zeus?
No, my dad's name is Paniotis. Long for Tyche. Yeah, my mom would scream around the house, Tyche!
How is that the nickname?
I don't know. Paniotis, the nickname is Tyche.
Taiki.
Takis. Taiki.
And your mom's name was Cynthia.
Yes.
You know how I remember that?
Yeah, but tell the people.
So there was this very nice girl that Blair introduced us to named Sydney. And Larissa, they were introducing themselves. She's like, she says her name. Larissa's like, oh, is that short for Cynthia? That's my mom's name.
Well, her
And
name
she's
was
like,
Cindy.
no.
It was like an
She's
Indian
like, no,
name.
I'm Indian. Like, that's not, Cindy is not my name. And then your friend, that annoying Chris guy, kept like talking, saying Cindy the whole night. He's the type that says your name a lot. When
I probably said Cindy the whole night too.
I know. She's probably used to that though by now. But it's not that hard.
Yeah, my mom's name is Cynthia.
But yeah, Chris, that guy is like the worst.
What if he watches your podcast?
I don't care. He added me as a friend on Facebook. I
That's
did not.
great.
I don't want to be his friend.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm not even trying to
Hater.
be mean. He's just really annoying.
But on our first date
Every time I've
together,
hung out with her, yeah.
on our first date together, you met him.
If you want to call that a date, it was kind of a
Our
date.
first meeting
It was kind
together.
of a date. We'll call it a date.
It's just our first meeting together.
That
Not
was-
our first meeting. Tim and I went to high school together.
But we weren't friends.
Years later,
We were just. It's not like we didn't like each other. We're just
like,
different people.
like you hit me up. You hit me up, right?
I forget
It was like
what
a
the
friendly
context
thing.
was. Yeah, I
It was
forget
like
what
a
the context
friendly, like,
was.
oh, blah blah blah, Larissa, and I was like, oh, blah blah blah, Tim, and then you were
Well,
like,
you always seemed nice, and I don't know. You always seem to be like going out and
and
stuff.
they were like, oh, do you want to go out or whatever? And I was like, yeah, let's do this, blah 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 blah. And you're
And
like,
I think immediately
okay.
we both parked right where the sushi lounge is. And you were like, I don't know if I parked illegally or not. That was like the first thing she said to me.
You remembered?
It was something weird, yeah.
I mean,
And
the first thing you said. I mean, we went to high school together,
and then
world.
oh yeah, and I remember I lied to you. The first thing we talked about is I lied to you.
What'd you say?
We were in choir and we had to do we had to sing the scales in front of the class.
Tell the
And
world.
Larissa's the worst singer I've ever heard.
I admit I am.
And then we were in chemistry class together too because I was really bad at science.
Asshole.
So even though she's a year younger than me, we're in the same class.
Well, I'm a genius. Continue.
And she was like, "Yeah, I did such a bad job." I was like, "No, you were great." Because I
did a
felt
bad
really
job.
because I felt really bad. Just because I just felt bad
Because I was really
'cause
bad.
You were. It's not that you were just like you're literally tone deaf.
I'm
so
tone
it's,
deaf.
So it's not even your fault.
I'm
You're
not
just,
even denying it. I'm tone
yeah.
deaf.
No, I'm not even trying to be mean, but yeah.
Yeah, that's just facts.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
nothing. Not everyone could be a good singer. It's okay if you're not a good singer.
Yeah, it is okay.
It's okay. I'm not a good singer. I'm not even a good vocal. Like, I don't even know how this is going to go well because who wants to hear me talk?
People, I thought you'd be I think this has been very good, very entertaining, and I'm just looking at the time of how long we've been doing it because Isaac and I, we lost track of time.
Well, like, what
2
are
hours
questions?
and 45 minutes.
What are questions you had that you want to? Like, what do you want to discuss before our time gets too high?
No, we've discussed exactly what I wanted to talk about. Your love life.
My love life, we
Your
haven't
dating
even
life?
hit it all. Well,
What
we
do
don't
you
wanna
usually
hit
do
it
on a
all.
first date? Like, what do you expect? So here's the thing. Okay, what is like a first date that was like not good? Like, for example, I'm not saying like he was a jerk or anything. I'm saying like Matt was not a good first date because he didn't like
Pay.
and it was really weird. The way he did it was really weird.
Yeah. Do we
So,
want to
like,
have that
So,
conversation?
yeah, so what
We
happened?
can.
So let's talk about that date. Okay, so that was a bad date because of like he was very weird about paying and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, well, like, Tim and I will differ. So Tim and I differ on a lot of things, but yet we're like best friends. But we differ on a lot.
What do we differ on specifically
No, I'm just
here?
saying, like, viewpoints. Like, you're very, like, centered, and I'm very, like, we're both, like, our own way. And
That's
sometimes,
everybody in the world.
But sometimes our ways conflict.
Yeah, where do we conflict now that you're bringing that up?
Well, I'm just saying, like, in general. I don't know if it's going to come up,
Okay.
like, in future.
So let's talk about the date with Matt.
Well, basically, like, women, I'm not going to maybe speak for all women, but it's generally typical that you go on a first date and who pays?
The man.
The man.
That's normal, yeah.
So he not only, like...
That's kind of like not even like... So, sorry to interrupt
So
you.
he didn't pay.
Sorry to interrupt you. That's
he
not
wanted to
even like...
split it.
Like, I hate it when girls brag about that. Oh my God, and he paid. Like... You're supposed to.
Yeah, I don't...
The guy is supposed to.
Exactly.
So, like, if he does it, that's not anything special. That's the norm. So, So,
yeah, so like if a guy,
but I also love when a girl offers to pay because that means they're a respectful person.
like I'll do it out of respect. Like,
You
of
did.
course, you offer.
You
Always.
offered. That's why.
On
so
every date.
That's why she paid half is because she offered, and then he's like,
He was like, okay.
How did he do it though? You were funny.
I
'cause
don't
he was,
remember.
You said he was like staring
remember.
at the bill for like 20 minutes, and then you said he was really
I was
weird
like,
about
just
that.
take my fucking card. Like, I want a guy that's gonna take the initiative. Like, I want a guy that's gonna be a gentleman. So we differ there. Like, I really expect like a.
How do we differ there?
Well, I think because you're very like, you know.
I always pay on a first date.
No, not you, but like your views are very like you kind of side with the man a little bit.
Depends what it is.
I don't know what I'm saying right now, but the point is, I definitely believe in like the gentleman like vibes. Like I would like a southern gentleman, like nice guy. Not even about paying, because as you know, like I have no problem. Like my exes, the last ex I had, I paid for everything for him. Like if you love someone, you do what you can.
Well,
like,
if you're seeing
take
someone
care
for
of
a
the
while,
person.
things change.
But also
Because
like
it almost becomes like.
But also, like, I feel that if I'm dating a guy that I know that doesn't have a lot of money, I'm, one, going to not suggest an expensive place.
Mm-hmm.
Two, I might offer to pay and not be that mad if I have to pay. Because, like, if you make more than them, whatever. But generally speaking, like, it would be in good honor for the man to pay.
Yeah.
So in this one instance, the guy, like, accepted splitting the bill. And for me, that was just a turn off.
Yeah. And then, was it the second date where you guys were making out in front of his mom?
No, I don't think the second date. No, not the second.
I thought you went over his house on the second date.
Oh, yeah. The second date, we had breakfast, and he actually did pay, because after the first date, I basically told him, I said, I can't be with a guy that doesn't...
No, I'm pretty sure you waited. I think you waited.
No, I think after that date, I said something. He said, don't... You think after the second date I said
I think
something?
you waited, because I remember
Okay.
you didn't... I told you to do it.
I wasn't full on making out with him in front of his mom. Like,
No,
his
I'm not making
parents
fun
were
of
in the
you.
house.
I'm making fun of him for making it really weird, because he was like wanting to make out, and you were just like,
and I was kind
why
of
the fuck are we making out in the hallway and in
Yeah,
your
your
parents'
parents
house?
around,
Like,
yeah.
that's weird.
It was a little weird. But eventually, so I think you're right. Our third date, he again split the bill with me. And then at that point, I'm like, I'm not going to be fucking splitting the bill with you forever. Like, in time, like, yeah, you do that. But the first few dates, why?
But how do you not know
bill?
that that's like...
Like, I don't think he even... Like, for him, I didn't feel bad because I know he made a salary and he lives at home. Like, the places we went to
doesn't
were
he have a
not that
decent job?
expensive. Like,
Yeah.
we didn't go to expensive places. Like, I never actually ask expensive places because when a guy asks me out, like, I let him decide where we're going.
That's true. I know.
In my head, of course, I'd want to go to some fancy
I know
fucking
some girls that have a
steakhouse,
rule.
but-
I know some girls that are just like, okay, if it's a first date, we're only gonna do drinks, because if I'm not into it, then we don't have to stay that long and stuff like that.
I'm not like that, though, because I'm the type of
I want to
person-
get my money's worth.
No, for me, like, even when we're talking, I don't even want to talk online that long. Like, I'm a very, I'm who I am. I'm very, whatever. I could talk, whatever. Like, when I go on dates, they're never less than 2 hours because I really, I'll ask a lot of questions. They'll talk to me. Like, there's never an issue with conversation just because I really want to get to know the person. Like, when I have a date with someone, it's because, we're done with the back and forth. Like, oh, how was your day? How are you? What's your favorite color? Like, okay, whatever.
Your favorite color? Is that what you're talking about at first date?
No. I'm
Ask what their favorite dinosaur is.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
I think Stegosaurus changed its name. Is that true?
Like legally change their name?
I think Stegosaurus
What?
legally.
Is that like their married name?
No, I think like I was talking about this in my classroom one day. Like the Stegosaurus is no longer Stegosaurus. Is that true, world?
I think you're thinking of the dinosaur that was made up.
No, I swear to God, I don't know. Someone
Like, wasn't the Brachiosaurus or the Brontosaurus one of those two?
maybe
it was made
the,
up.
the Bronto whatever.
One of them was just like a made up dinosaur, and it doesn't actually exist.
There was some drama with the dinosaurs recently.
There was some drama with the dinosaurs recently. There's beef. The Real Housewives of
We don't really know
the
for
Jurassic
sure.
Park.
But we'll have to dig into those facts at a later date. What the hell was I saying?
We were talking about first dates. All right, so that was a bad date because of the weird thing in
Oh, the point is, I was trying to say that, like, when I'm talking to someone online, if I like you and I'm going back and forth a little bit, it's kind of like, okay, we kind of solidified that, we both like each other, we know our jobs, we're interested. I don't need to talk for hours or days longer. I
That's
kind
fine.
of like
Yeah.
I'm the type of person where I want to have a date quicker because I feel like the person when you see them in person, you get the feel of them in person. And I'm a very like in-person person. So like
I'm an in-person person. In person.
in person. So like talking online, I feel like they're not even getting who I am. Like for me, it's more, the more you hang out with me, the more you're gonna know who I am. But
The
like
more you know.
so, I definitely want to cut the whole talking time in half. So
I want
if
to cut the
someone-
bullshit here.
cut the bullshit. If you like me and you initially like me, like
Initially.
let's go on a date and figure it out. And then like how they plan the date, like it determines how I like them or not.
You hate when you have to plan the date.
Because something that I'm OCD about is planning. Like I
like to know exactly what's going on, what time.
But this is just me in general in life with everything.
That's why we get along.
Even with
Listen,
work.
we get along in one respect. Is like you and I when we're like, okay, we want to go down the shore. We want to leave at this time.
Yeah, we're
everything.
gonna leave at
very
that
good
time.
I'm ready. I'm always ready, and you're always there on time. We want to leave.
With every aspect of my life, like I definitely admire punctuality. I'm
Me
very
too.
good with time management. I'm saying like in all aspects of my life, I'm good
Me
with
too.
time
Yeah.
management. I really respect that with the time, and I'm a great planner. Like, so with anything I do, even with like a friend and we're planning a day out, like I'm a good planner. So I really, respect those things and expect them in the other person.
I can't tell you how many
So
times.
I would really like the guy to be good at, I'm using my hands a lot. I'm hitting things.
That's fine. Just
So I would really like the guy to be a good planner as well and be very good with time management and punctuality and all that, because that's something I'm good at. Like I wouldn't expect anything of someone that I wouldn't do in return.
Yeah, but I like that you said punctuality because I can't tell you how many times I've been on a date and the girl is like almost an hour late. Like how many times that's happened. And that's
I'm choking.
Yeah.
When
she
you
can't
told
even,
me
she can't even believe it.
When you told me that, I couldn't even believe. I don't even know how that happens. I've heard a lot of stories of that. How is this true? Like, girls.
Because a lot of girls are fucking rude.
If guys want to take you to dinner and they have a 6 p.m. dinner reservation, why would you blow that off or be late? Like, respect that. This guy made a plan. He picked a place. Even if it's not the place I like, if you even fucking pick a place, I'm happy.
Wow.
Like,
I feel like
there's
you're
a guy
defending
that
me.
I'm actually seeing maybe tomorrow. He picked a place that's a franchise. I don't do franchises.
Yeah, it's boring. That means you have like you
Well,
have no
I'm just
creativity.
I'm a foodie though. But some
You must be
people-
getting drunk because you're so loud now.
Sorry. Do you need to lower
I'm
it?
just gonna adjust this.
Okay.
Oh my god. Blowing my ass off.
So I'm a foodie, so I definitely like to go to nice places. I definitely love fine dining, nice wines, or places with like really good Yelp reviews, whatever. Like I like good food. I'm not gonna go somewhere where the food isn't good. But if the guy makes a decision and
You
says,
like that. That's a big turn on for
even
you.
if it's a franchise. So like this guy tomorrow, he picked a franchise.
Which one?
It's one I haven't been to, so I'm actually
Which one,
okay
though?
with it. Texas Roadhouse.
That's
I've
if you're gonna
never
pick
been
if you're
there.
gonna pick a franchise, that's a pretty good one to
Have
pick.
you been there?
Yeah, it's very good.
Really? What do you get
the little
there?
rolls are really good.
The rolls?
Yeah.
What else?
Like get a steak.
Okay, the steaks
It's
are good.
like, you know what it is? Do you like Longhorn?
No, because I don't go there.
Yeah, but Longhorn, but for
I
a
don't
chain,
do-
Longhorn's really good. I
Okay.
like Longhorn.
I mean, I don't do any.
It's like that. It's
chains.
like a steakhouse. It's a steakhouse.
So it's a chain steakhouse.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I
But
wouldn't
people
normally
love
go
it.
there.
People love it, and there's none that are that close to us.
So he lives a little. I'm gonna drive
Yeah.
to him.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, this, and I think because I was going to hang out with Danielle and Kyle tomorrow. He said, I think you're going to be free later, so like 6:37, is that cool? And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. So I said, I'll be at your house at 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, he kind of mentioned the place, the time, whatever. I totally respect that. Like, even though it's a place that I wouldn't naturally pick myself, because I just don't do, I'm just, like, I don't do franchises, because I just don't. It's just me. If a person, like, planned that, that trumps
yeah, because that's like a big turn on for you.
Yeah,
Is like
for
the
me,
guy is like
planning,
taking the initiative,
Yeah.
making a plan to being like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna, even though he's not picking you up because it's far, but he's like, I'll meet you here at this time. Let's go.
Well, he asked, he had actually said, like, should I come to you? And you know what? I don't know. There's nothing by me that I haven't been to a million times. And, like, if we want to hang out after, I know that he has, like, a really nice backyard thing. So, whatever. Like, I'll go to him. We'll have a nice dinner. If it works out, like, we're having a nice time, I'll go to his backyard little thing. Whatever. Like, I don't mind driving.
Mm-hmm. How far?
He's about 30 minutes.
Oh, that's not far.
Yeah, no, for me, driving isn't an issue, unless I know I'm going to be drinking a lot, which is, I do that a lot, but but even if I drank a lot at dinner, I can...
It's never been an issue for him.
I can hang out at his house and sober up after. It's fine.
Yeah, sober up and go home the next day.
No. So basically, planning for me is so, erotic.
Yeah. No, that's...
that I would pick that over, a fine dining establishment. Because for me, like, if a guy can plan and respects, the time management, like all of that.
No, that's big. That makes a lot of sense.
For me, I love that. Like,
you like a guy that takes the initiative.
If you picked Burger King, I'd be like, okay, you're not for me. But the place he picked was like, okay, I've never been there. I'm going to try it.
Yeah,
it's fine.
You like it. It's good.
Yeah, I've never been. I really want to try it.
I think I've only been there once. And
Tim,
it
I
was
have
very
to
good.
pee. Do we have like a pause button?
Yeah, you can just go pee. Cause then I'll let it run, but I'll just edit this out.
Okay, you could do
Yeah,
that.
go. Yeah.
All right, sorry, audience. It's in my breast now.
Actually, that might be perfect right there. Actually, I think that's pretty good right there. Somehow, you got it perfect. Are we back into it?
Yeah, are we in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you know what we'll talk about? So, obviously, I do trivia, and I guess you're coming next week.
Yeah, it's Tim's birthday next week.
So I might tell a bunch of friends if they want to come, because I'm not gonna cancel trivia. I'm still gonna do trivia.
Do I have to reserve something, or I could just come? Is Blair going?
I'll see who's interested, and then I'll have somebody reserve a table.
Okay, so I'm not good at that.
That's fine.
I'm just gonna
so
come.
you're gonna come.
Just gonna come.
Let me
With
know
Danielle.
if. Let me know
Danielle's
if.
coming too.
Oh, is she coming? Definitely.
CJ might come too.
Oh, I need to know definitely, or else he's gonna be sitting on the ground.
Yeah. So she said CJ's coming after work too. Danielle and I, though, are gonna come early.
Okay.
What? I got louder.
I'm just scared to turn you down. I'm gonna mess it up because I have this set pretty well.
Which wine should I drink?
I don't know the difference. I'm not a wine person. Let me see.
Let's ask the
What's the name?
We got a I don't know how to say it. Nomos.
Let me see.
Cabernet Sauvignon. 2020 South Australia. Or an open secret. That's sexual. Red blend.
Oh, Larissa is certainly an open secret.
50% Merlot. 45 Cabernet. 5%.
What's the year?
I don't even know how to say it. Carmenier.
What's the year?
The year is 2019.
Do that one. It's older.
Yeah, but like, can I taste as much now?
Okay, then do the new one.
Yeah, so I should do the cheaper
So when we
one.
do sushi, bring one of those next time.
Why?
I don't know. Why?
Why? I'm gonna shove it in. Wait, can you hear it turning?
Yeah.
Can this make me money on the internet?
Yeah.
Because I'm just trying to find a way to make money on the internet. What will people pay for?
Let me ask you something. Do you like your job? So let's say
It's a good question.
So let's say something random happens, like Larissa, like let's say like you actually like people like you.
Yeah.
So oh my God, Tim, who's this girl you have on? She's so funny. Like we want to, give her own show. Would you quit your job?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
That's so funny.
You heard that? Well,
We heard it all.
I wish I wasn't making a noise. You heard the pop?
Yeah. It didn't come out as good because you were screaming like a
I was
hyena.
doing the weird call.
I even got you a wine glass here. I'm a good host.
You got me some plastic stuff down here.
Oh, that?
Down here.
The garbage?
No, the wine glass.
That's a real wine glass. The fuck are you talking about?
This isn't plastic?
That's glass.
Oh.
Don't break that shit. No, don't do that.
I'm letting them hear it.
It's glass.
Okay, folks. Let's see. When
Hear
you
the
pour
pour.
it.
Let's
Yeah,
hear the
hear
pour.
the pour.
Yeah, I don't even like wine, but that sounded great.
How does this chug go?
I have no idea
That's what
what
it sounds like in my head.
What are you doing?
The pour.
Oh, blah, 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 blah.
Say that.
So is there a certain wine that you like the best?
Like I like the driest of reds.
Okay, you're very dry.
I just don't like any taste. I just want like I want to put in my mouth and be like.
Yeah, you don't like sweet that much.
Like a dry fish.
You don't like sweet like food, do you? Either. Like you're not
don't
big
like
on dessert.
desserts,
You're not
no.
big on dessert.
No.
Why is that? That's so weird.
It is weird because I'm fat as hell. Oh, this is good. Did that hurt your intro?
Yeah.
This is so good, South Africa. Yeah. 2020, when we were dying from COVID, South Africa. I kept saying South Australia was making a great wine.
Quite a big difference geographically.
Fine wine.
Aging like a fine wine.
Yeah, we were all coughing up our lungs, and South Australia was like, well, I'm making a Cabernet Sauvignon.
Sauvignon.
Okay,
All right, we got to wrap this up soon, Larissa.
Yeah, we gotta wrap
what
it
else
up.
do you want to talk about? What do you want to tell the world?
I don't know.
Let me ask you something. What is the vaccination is such a big political issue? Why didn't you get vaccinated?
Oh,
I don't
shit.
judge you for it. I still hang out with you.
You didn't prepare me for this question.
I didn't prepare you for any of the questions.
Well, like, I've always lived my life where medical things were just not a big deal. So in general, it's always just been my character to not take things seriously. Like, in regards to medical things. Like, my dad had a heart attack and, like, didn't say anything. Like, he
Yeah,
had
but
a
that's
heart...
not good, though.
No, it's not good. So, like, for me, though, but that's how I was kind of raised. That's how I was kind of raised. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like, I don't know. So, like, when they were saying all this COVID stuff, to me, it was like, what is this flu that's being, you know, over-exaggerated in the media? So, at first, I didn't think anything of it. I thought a little bit of it because everyone was super... you know, doing stuff, you know, washing their grocery bags, washing their groceries. Like, everything was being washed. Like, I don't wash things, so I'm like, I have to start washing everything.
Some things were a little overboard.
You know, so I realized it was a big deal, but I think that that could have just been because the media made it that way. And definitely, to this day, our media makes us think the things we think, you know? So I just live my life where I don't...
You're so loud, I can't wear the...
I'm not even being loud right now.
No, be as loud as you want, because I don't have them on my ears anymore.
Does the world hear me too loud?
No. That's why I keep looking over there. I keep looking to make sure you're not peaking. But you haven't peaked, because I set it up pretty well.
Oh, man.
You're not at your peak yet. Your peak is going to be in your 40s.
I mean, this is a challenge that could easily be obtained. Me vocally peaking.
Yeah, you've peaked. Oh.
So in general, I just feel like the media makes you feel a certain way, and I've just always lived my life where, like, I do what I want, but I understand the effect that the media has. So for me, I'm not ever gonna go to one way or the other because I understand that I'm being brainwashed. And so,
I get you. I mean,
and I don't have any fear. That's another part of it too.
I think a lot of people were way too afraid.
Had
way
fear
too afraid
of it. So I don't have fear of anything.
It's good to be smart with certain things.
Absolutely.
Like
I'm
especially
not the best
especially if you have a lot of like people that are older or people that are
absolutely.
But a lot of people that I know, a lot of people were way too afraid. Like, what's the point in living if you're gonna live like in a bubble? What's the point?
Absolutely. Like, if you're an older person, the regular flu obviously can kill you. Yeah. The regular flu kills.
Common cold can kill some people.
Yeah, common cold can kill. So the fact that this was just, this is just another thing where it's like, yeah, of course it can kill you. But like, I have that thing where, oh, it's not gonna kill me, and it didn't. So that's just me. But I'm saying that as
what symptoms how bad did you get it?
I had it pretty bad.
When did you get it?
I had it in March when it first started.
Right. Yeah. I think
I got
I'm pretty sure you
Steve
had sex
Aoki
with
concert.
some Chinese guy, and that's how you got it.
COVID
COVID was initially an STD.
I think I got it because I went to a Steve Aoki concert in Brooklyn. At the start of March, and like, what was weird? I hadn't heard of this COVID thing, so I'm at the concert and I'm like, raving, and I saw like a bunch of Asian women with masks on, and I told my friend, like, what the fuck is wrong with them?
They do that. They do that culturally though. Before
I had no idea. Maybe I had no idea.
Chinese people, they wear masks like normally.
But
like,
a percentage of the population at that concert were wearing masks, and I had no idea why.
That's when it first started. It was March, because I went on a trip. I went on a plane, and like it just started. So like it was dead. Nobody was at the airport. It was crazy.
Oh, so
because I was going to Arizona. I was going to Sedona.
Were you at the end of March then?
No, it was like. Was
really?
it? It might. Yeah, no. I guess it was the end of it. It was like
the beginning. Nobody knew.
It was
about
maybe around the 20th. Yeah. So it was around the end.
By that date, I had it.
And yeah, when I went to the Grand Canyon, because we drove like 2.5, 3 hours to get to the Grand Canyon, it was dead. Yeah. And the next day, they closed. They shut it down.
Shut down the Grand Canyon.
John Taffer style. They shut that shit down.
Am I supposed to wear my headphones? I mean, what
guess
are they
it's fine.
called?
How did you not even realize that you weren't wearing them?
Well, what do I need to hear my voice for?
It's just how you're supposed to do it, but it's all right. We're good. We're closing down
I should
soon.
Put my hair down.
We're eating our pizza soon anyway. Drunken Grandma Pizza from Johnny's it's probably the best pizza I've ever had.
The Drunken Grandma is none of the.
That's what I'm saying. The Drunken Grandma Pizza from Johnny's is the best pizza I've ever had.
I don't know why they have good reviews because none of the other. Oh,
why are you talking shit? You're such a
right.
bitch.
I don't want to be a. No,
oh my god.
Great. But
but the Drunken Grandma Pizza is amazing.
The best. Everything else is just.
It's pizza.
Regular.
As Dave Portnoy would say, it's like football pizza.
It's
football pizza.
Yeah, it's like you're hungry.
But like the Drunken Grandma is like in the 9s.
Absolutely.
It's in the 9. What would you give it?
I order that.
What would you give it?
9 to 10.
What would your actual score be? Not a rookie score.
Out of 10?
Yeah. From 1 to 10 or 0 to 10, really.
I don't know. Some of them give decimals. Should I give a decimal?
If you don't give a decimal, that is a rookie score.
Maybe like 8.9.
Wow. I would definitely put it in the 9s.
Yeah, the 9s.
I'd give it like a 9 too.
But I haven't had enough of Drunken Grandmas to compare it to.
That's true. But like we're talking about the world of pizza. Like I know a lot of times you're supposed to compare like, a Sicilian to a Sicilian, and a Brooklyn style to a Brooklyn style.
Yeah. I mean,
and Chicago. But like, let's just say you're melded pizza. It's just pizza. I would give it like a 9 too.
I'm still going to be in 8s because 9s would be like almost perfection.
To me, that's like...
It's great, but
really
again,
good.
For me, it's like I haven't had enough. You at
what's
least have to have
what's your
one
style
other.
of pizza? Because you don't like Dave Portnoy's style of pizza.
Thick crust. Dave,
right.
Yeah.
He likes
Dave
very thin, crunchy, well done pizza, no flop.
I'll try the places he rates high just to try them.
There's another place I want to go to. It's like a 9 something. Or an 8 something.
Which place?
I forget where it is. I sent it to you at one point. I'll look it
up.
But
like, I'll try it just because I love food.
Like we went to Columbia Inn and they got like an 8-7.
It was fine. I like the pizza, but like my absolute favorite would be a thicker crust, like a Chicago, like a deep dish.
I've never had like a real Chicago deep dish pizza.
Pedro brought back some deep dish for me.
Is there a place? Let's find a place around here that does like good Chicago deep dish pizza.
I don't know if because I've looked. I don't know if there's any.
I don't think it's
Chicago.
Probably not.
However, Detroit is representing.
That's another style.
Here. I like
That's another
Detroit.
style. Detroit style.
Detroit too, like Chicago. Has
is that similar to a
crust.
Sicilian though? Detroit style?
What
I don't
is
know.
a Sicilian?
Or,
Sicilian to me is just a little thicker and square.
Yeah.
But no, like
What's Detroit style?
There's a great place in Bloomfield that has Detroit style
Okay,
pizza.
let's go
I've
there.
been to a few times. Yeah, we have to go. It's really great. It's like thicker, so it's a thicker crust, and yeah, it's just a thicker crust. It has the toppings, cheese, sauce, whatever. I don't know how it compares to, like, you keep saying Sicilian. I actually don't know how to define a Sicilian pie.
That's like a thicker crust in a square. I
Yeah.
don't know if it's any different other than it's a square.
Yeah, I don't know how to define it, but the Detroit pizza that I've had, again, I don't know how to characterize it, but the bite I had of it, I love it.
There's also
Like,
Neapolitan. What is a Neapolitan pizza?
I think that's more like a wood-fired, like thinner, like in a really hot oven. It's fine. I like all pizza, but like personally like the thicker Chicago or Detroit style.
Yeah, I've never had Detroit.
I don't know what I could be.
I've never
wrong
had real
right
deep
now.
dish, so I
People
definitely
can
want to try
correct
that.
Me.
Well, let's see if there's anyone from Detroit listening.
I just like thick crust. Like I like my bread.
I like my bread. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, but it's like you can only have like one or two of those.
I could eat a whole damn pie.
That's a lot. I mean,
You're
yeah.
underestimating me?
Yeah, whenever I go to, if I'm usually at a brewery, I'll usually order from a local pizza place, and I'll usually eat. But I also love like leftover pizza.
Yeah.
But I don't like cold pizza. A lot of people like cold pizza. Nasty.
I'll eat cold pizza.
Mm-mm.
Why don't you eat cold pizza?
Better hot.
You have to put it in a microwave?
No, I'll put it in the air fryer.
So
So it's crunchy. It's good. Yeah.
My oven was supposed to be an air fryer, and I don't know how it functions.
Your oven?
My toaster oven. My oven doesn't work.
Yeah. Ours is basically all that. It's like a cheaper model though.
I don't know how to.
It's not one of those
work
fancy
it.
ones. It's not even digital. It's like a dial on it.
I have no idea. You have to come look at my toaster oven again.
Again.
My brother and I don't know how it works.
I'm surprised your brother didn't figure it out.
No, we both didn't figure it out because we're both not technologic. So we just put shit in the oven and press some buttons and it was just.
Did you preheat it?
It was just doing a bunch.
Because with my air fryer, it says put it on for 10 minutes and then heat it however long you want.
I have no idea. No idea.
But yeah, I guess we have to go to those pizza places. But I guess we got to wrap it up because our drunken grandma from Johnny's is going to be here soon, which is my favorite pizza. I'm excited, and we're going to see how good their wings are. But Larissa, did you have fun, Larissa?
I did. Thanks
you
for
were
having
nervous.
me, Tim.
Last time you came over, we played Jackbox, and you had a good time. You were like, I don't want to do this, and you ended up staying for 5 hours and playing Jackbox. You had a good time. I
mean, it was so different because it was it was right there. It was live, and whatever I was doing, people were commenting.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine if during this session people were sending feedback?
That'd be pretty cool.
I'd be overwhelmed.
We could try that on YouTube.
How is that Facebook Live and people send you?
We could do that. We could do a Facebook Live.
I'd be so nervous.
We could set up a tripod with my phone and have us go live on TikTok or Facebook or YouTube. That'd be pretty cool. I'm gonna do that next time. I'll see. I gotta get somebody to help me.
But we need followers.
Yeah, this is just for fun right now.
Guys, follow us. I'll be better next time.
Yes, once I set up our Spotify and everything.
This is pretty legit, though, Tim.
Right? Isn't it cool? You got your little set there.
I didn't even realize.
Here.
Tim was like, bring shit that defines you. And I'm like, wine and churro?
Yeah, exactly. Wine and churro. Yeah. But no, we did a good job. It was good. I don't have a drink because if I drink alcohol, I'll die. I'm on.
I think I drank during it. Though it what mitigates the effects of the antibiotic. That's why you shouldn't drink.
Yeah, that too.
Not that you'll really feel anything.
Right, but I won't get better, and then I'll die.
Yeah, you won't get better
from my infection. But if you've stayed with us this long, thank you for listening in.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope you. I hope Larissa, you'll be back again, right? You had a good time.
So. This wasn't that bad.
We'll have
Tim can edit things.
It's the hard part about editing is I have to listen to all 2 hours of this.
That's
and edit
terrible.
But it wasn't bad. I was listening to me and Isaac. I got through 45 minutes because at one sitting it's a long thing to do, especially if you're just doing that. But hopefully people will be listening to us during work or on their car rides and stuff like that. But
Let's be famous.
If you got this far, thanks for listening
Thank
to
you.
the Buddy List, our episode. This is going to be our second episode with
Buddy List.
Larissa coming this time.
Why couldn't it be the first episode? I was busy.
There were 3 people I asked to be on it. I asked Isaac, Bald Nick, and you, and Isaac happened to be free the first.
Yeah.
Nick has been ducking me for 2 years. Because remember when we had the
Didn't
Tim,
you guys
we had
do things
Tim and the
together?
Bald Sexy, and we filmed once, and then Nick was like, "Never again. We're not filming again."
I mean,
He didn't say that, but he's never free.
All right, as long as it doesn't like take.
He's too popular. He's too cool. It's like It's almost like we went to middle school together and we were friends, and then in high school he was really cool. And I'm not cool, so we're not. That's how it is.
I mean, I'm never cool. So there's an ant on Churro.
Aunt Churro.
Well, I definitely would do this again because it's
cool.
not as intimidating.
I want to get you and Danielle. Somehow we're gonna fit 2 chairs right there with you and Danielle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get Danielle on here. That'll be fun.
Okay.
We'll get her drunk too.
Why don't we just let her talk?
No, but I want you to be here too. It'll be more fun.
Okay.
But yeah. So stay tuned for maybe I'll get Bald Nick to record with me soon or somebody else.
Come back for me, guys.
But thanks for watching. This has been the Buddy List here with my buddy Larissa, and I'm Tim as always.
And I'm Larissa.
Enjoy the rest of your day or night, and hope you get home safely if you're not already home.
Shapely. Bye, guys.